What's going on, guys? I'm back. Make sure to like and subscribe, turn on all noties, all that good stuff. But we got some conference championship football right now, baby. It's the NFL playoffs. The Packers choked, the Cardinals choked. You know what I'm saying? I can get to the Packers' future and all of that, but I don't really want to talk about the Packers right now. All right, we're gonna pick the championship games, and I'll even pick my Super Bowl winner in this. Why not? So make sure to like and subscribe. Road to however many 500. So, anyways, if you all remember preseason predictions right before the season started, I picked the Rams to go to the Super Bowl. My preseason pick was Browns and Rams, and I had the Browns winning. Obviously, Browns' most disappointing team, Baker Mayfield, is like the 70th best quarterback in the NFL. Like, I'm not even kidding. He's so bad. So, anyways, it's the other AFC North team, the Bengals. So, I don't know if I'm gonna stick with my preseason prediction of the Rams. As y'all know, the 49ers kind of own them, but you never know. It's the playoffs, all right? All the upsets except one happened. So, anyways, all close, very entertaining games, but we kick off with a rematch. Both of these games are rematches, Bengals and Chiefs. So, right now, the spread is Kansas City is favored by a touchdown. So I think this spread is pretty big, and I'd say you could definitely take the Bengals with the points. I'd take the Bengals with the points for sure. I'd take Cincinnati +7. But when you're looking at this matchup, the Chiefs' defense did not look good versus the Bills, and they did not look good versus the Bengals last time. So that's a pretty big concern. I think the run game will definitely be a big part of the Bengals' attack with Joe Mixon. He obviously had that lone touchdown. Bengals are pretty good at running the football. Joe Burrow, despite getting sacked 9 times, that team was able to still beat the Titans on the road, number one seed Titans. Right now, the Chiefs are coming in here red hot. They were hot when they played the last time in Kansas City. And you remember the Chiefs went up early and they basically controlled that first half for the most part. But the second half, they shut down. It was the Bengals. Bengals got to get that pass rush. They got to contain Mahomes and they got to double Hill over the top, kind of like they did last time, and take away Kelsey underneath. But these other guys like Pringle and McKinnon have been making plays. So really the key here is I feel like the Chiefs now are going to come and Spagnuolo is going to come with the game plan not to play it as aggressive as they normally do on defense, but they're going to double Jamar Chase, probably, most likely. So that opens up these other talented receivers, such as Higgins and Boyd, to kind of get their make way on. So this one's definitely going to be very interesting matchup. But the Bengals have some very good players on defense. They just allowed some big plays against AJ Brown and a few to Julio Jones, but for the most part, they did pretty decent against the run against the Titans, and they held that high powered offense down and created turnovers. So the key in this game is turnovers, but the Chiefs' offense is so explosive. I don't know who to pick, man. I'm back and forth on this one, but man, I think it's the Bengals. Um, the Chiefs have been to the Super Bowl so many times. This is their fourth straight year hosting the AFC Championship game. But the Bengals already did it once. I don't trust this Chiefs secondary. Tyrann Mathieu was in concussion protocol, which was one of the reasons why they played so bad. But even with him in, I think the Bengals just have too many weapons. The one thing that concerns me is the offensive line for Cincinnati. That definitely concerns me. But I think that Mike Hilton, Jesse Bates, Trey Hendrickson, this pass rush, I think is after Mahomes a little bit. And they kind of follow a similar game plan in that second half of that game to really slow the Chiefs' offense. So I could definitely be wrong here, but I am going to take the Bengals by probably four or something or three, maybe a game-winning field goal again. I don't know. Probably unlikely, but by the most seven. I think it's going to be a one possession game, go right down to the wire. But probably, if I'm going to give a score prediction, I'd say 31-27 there. That's a decent score prediction. Maybe a little bit low on the points, but who knows? So, Niners and Rams. Do I stick with the Rams to make the Super Bowl like I did preseason? Or do I just go ahead and pick the 49ers because they're part time owners of the Rams? So, the 49ers, really impressed by their defense, not so much their offense. I'm really not impressed with Jimmy G at all. I still don't know how they made it this far with Jimmy G. Jimmy G is not good. By far the worst quarterback on a team still left. So that definitely concerns me. Advantage Rams there at the quarterback position. The Packers defense just absolutely shut this offense down in the run game. And if the 49ers can't run the football, this offense isn't going to do anything. They're going to get a field goal like we saw last time. So it's definitely key for the 49ers to be able to run the football and get that play action going and get Debo going, which they have been able to do against the Rams. Now, flip side, Stafford has to be comfortable. They have to play like they did against the Buccaneers with that pass protection. And they got to allow enough time to attack that weaker secondary that's helped by the 49ers front. So this is going to be a tough matchup, a very, very tough matchup. But that if the Rams are able to force the 49ers to throw the football, that pass protection is a major issue. And Von Miller, Leonard Floyd, we saw Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is going to have to come up big time in the run game too. And Jalen Ramsey can't get sunned by Debo again if the Rams want to win this game. And the 49ers got to stay run the football successfully. That's where it's going to be decided is the 49ers O-line and the 49ers run game versus that Rams front is where it's going to be decided. So offensively, I think the Rams will do just fine. The 49ers are a pretty tough team to run against. So that definitely means that Stafford's got to get the ball out of his hands quick. I think it's a similar defense to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. These two just know themselves so well. I want to pick the 49ers really badly, but I just can't abandon my preseason prediction. They've made it this far, so why can't they go to the Super Bowl like I said in the beginning of the year? So go Rams, and I think another team's going to make another home Super Bowl. It's just the Rams in this one going to have to stop the run, get the lead early. That's going to force Jimmy G to throw the football. Cooper Kupp, they got Odell Beckham Jr. in full swing. Van Jefferson, Tyler Higbee. They just can't blow leads either, like they did last time and against the Bucks. So that's very, very concerning for me. But Rams, Bengals, this is going to be at home. And while we're here, why not just say who I think is going to win the Super Bowl? This is incorrect. This would be the home team would be the Rams here, and the away team would be the Bengals. So the Rams would have home field advantage, and in this one, the Rams pass rush would be a complete mass mismatch for the Bengals O line, and it would just completely cause havoc everywhere. But on the flip side, the Bengals defense, I think they could do a pretty decent job if Cup is lined up in the slot. He's got a very tough matchup with Hilton. You got Bates in the secondary, Hendrickson up front. So it's a very interesting matchup either way. Ramsey on Jamar Chase. As much as I love Jamar Chase, man, I haven't came out and said, but I'm a huge Jamar Chase fan, not a Bengals fan, just a Jamar Chase fan and Joey franchise. My name is Joey, so I'm rooting for the Bengals to win it all. But if the Rams get in the big stage in the big game, I'm gonna take the Rams just because of that pass rush and Matthew Stafford. The key thing here is Matthew Stafford is playing great December football. Not turning the ball over, getting a lot of touchdowns instead and a lot of yards. So, well, here's the playoff bracket. I was kind of late with that, but we got the the Rams and the Bengals advancing to the Super Bowl, and I'll take the Rams here. Um, yeah, I'm proud that I predicted the Rams to go to the Super Bowl preseason. They're already in the conference championship. So Rams, don't let me down. And Bengals, I'll be rooting for you because I want to see someone else than the Chiefs, in there. So there you have it. Um, I would take for the 49ers and the Rams spread, though. Um, the Rams are favored by 3.5. So in this case, I'd say, uh, I don't know. I It's 3.5. If it was by 3 or more, I'd definitely bet that. But I'd say take take the 40. No, take the 49ers plus 3.5, but still bet the Rams to win. Because even though the 49ers have won like the 7 or 8 past matchups, that at a certain point in time, what I'm saying, it becomes less likely the same team's going to win over and over and over again after the thing happens. So at some point, this streak got to end, and I'm thinking it's going to end with the Rams. I just really wasn't impressed with the 49ers against the Packers. Um, the only reason the 49ers won that game was because of the special teams, and the Rams actually have a much way better special teams and probably the better football team than the Packers do. So I with that kind of offensive performance, the 49ers showed how one-dimensional they are, and their defense can be had. The Rams have more weapons and a line that's playing better football right now. So matchup says Rams, history says Niners, but yeah, I'd take in this one, I'd take the Rams, but I would take the 49ers plus 3.5. I think 3.5 is just too much. Um, but anyways, yeah, I would take the Bengals plus 7. I think that's my best bet of the week. That's my game pick lock. Definitely a really good bet would to be is plus 7. Take that bet. It's just too many points, man. This game is going to be closer than a touchdown game. So, yeah, that's my more confident pick plus 7 than the Rams, than the 49ers plus 3.5. Definitely more confident in the Bengals one. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Here it is one more time. My picks. Like and subscribe. Road to 500. Let me know what you think down below. See you in the next one.